We are coming to you from a lively room at the Salvation Army in Goodwood in Cape Town, and with beautiful jazz music playing in the background. We're chatting now to the MEC for Social Development, Jaco Lont, about a program of the Western Cape government to put volunteers on the ground to assist women and children who have been victims of abuse and violence. So let's get right into it with the people who know what's going on. MEC, thank you so very much for your time. Tell us about your program. What is it all about?
Well, this is the 7th GBV Ambassadors group that we have launched in the Western Cape. It's a first in the country. And what it is that we are taking hands with society, whether it's people that serve in the neighborhood watches, in the CPFs, ordinary people from every walk of life, that's saying, listen, the scourge of gender-based violence, it's unacceptable. And as government, we cannot tackle it alone. So together with our NGOs as well, and now these ambassadors, they are the first responders when people are in need. They are the ones that's in the community that often hear the first cry of help. They provide that safe space often in their own home. They provide that transport to a police station. They are there that maybe also further down the line go with somebody to court to give them that support. So they are doing a tremendous job in broadening our footprint. There's now, after today, going to be 169 GBV ambassadors in the province, and we are looking to expand this because while this is still a scourge on our society, we need to make sure that more of us step up, we speak up, and we provide that support. And then hopefully in the not too distant future, we don't even have to have a 16 days because 16 days is finishing soon. But GBV doesn't stop. Domestic violence, it doesn't stop. And these amazing men and women, together with the NGOs, together with the social workers in the department, they are fighting this throughout the year. So my plea is, if there's any other areas, communities that say, listen, we want it in our areas, reach out to DSD. We'll together with you, we identify the potential ambassadors. We do the vetting to make sure that it's people that pass all of their clearances. We do the training. We also teach people how to handle with the trauma, because many of these ambassadors, they're not professionals, but they see that trauma and they also need to know how to handle and process that themselves. And then the journey starts in how to provide the clients, the victims of gender-based violence, to get them out of their environment, giving them an opportunity to not go back into that area. So there's different programs that we're also doing to try and break that cycle.
So, and you also said they get training. What kind of training do they get?
So it's when you deal with somebody that's a victim, you have different ways in how you need to support that victim. Sometimes you just need, like I said, a safe space. Sometimes you need to get to a police station. Sometimes you need to get to a hospital. But then also it's to get our social workers there as soon as possible, because the social workers are the professionals. And then the social workers will take it further. Either go to the safe spaces, if there's cases where they need to go to the hospital, and go that route as well. But what I really love is the next steps in the process as well. There's group therapy sessions, there's individual therapy sessions as well, and then those individuals also get an opportunity to learn some life skills, how to put together a CV. Many of our volunteers go with the victims to then hand in their CVs at businesses, prepare them for an interview, and hopefully get an opportunity so that if they are economically dependent on the perpetrator, they actually do not have to go back in that space. They can get out. And these amazing men and women that you are seeing here, there's 40 that's graduating today. They are making sure that we expand our footprint. They're providing that little bit of a stronger safety net that we need in the province. And the real heroes are them today, because they are day in and day out in their communities, and making sure that that turnaround time and providing support is just a little bit shorter.
Thank you very much. That was the MEC for Social Development in the Western Cape, Jaco Lont, speaking to us about this wonderful initiative where they have people in the community who are trained volunteers to assist anyone who's a victim of GBV. And as he said there, it could be a very scary process for a woman to come forward and say, I am the victim of abuse. And it could be a very difficult situation to leave that situation that they're in. So it's a wonderful project. It's the 7th one. They're expanding it. 40 of these volunteers. I'm going to step out of shot for a moment so my colleague Josh Sharrow can show you some of the volunteers who are all graduating today, and they will be the people working in the community to make sure that women and children have a safe place to go when they do fall victim to the horrible scourge of GBV. And we hope with programs like this, like the MEC said, one day there would be no need for a 16 days of activism campaign.